should start out with full disclosure. That full disclosure includes the person that puts all this together, that spends tens, maybe hundreds of hours to make everything work perfectly, and writes the script, works with Sam to do the movies and videos and whatever, and just really puts his heart in it to make it the best. So it's a great evening for every one of us here, not only the recipients of whatever awards we might be getting. And that is Mike Morgan. But full disclosure also comes with something else. And that is that Mike, as vice president of competitions and as legal counsel, whatever, we text back and forth quite a bit. And we were talking about this evening, we were texting back and forth. So Mike texted me a few days ago and he said, Jack, by the way, how long is your speech going to be? And I said, a little tongue-in-cheek, I said, Mike, probably an hour, but maybe an hour and a half tops. So Mike texted me back and he said, fine. And I should preface this before I tell you what his text said, but that at the end of the evening tonight, one thing that you don't know is that after everything's done, everything's picked up, and everybody's heading out, you'll find Mike over at that table, and he'll be eating his ice cream with a little chocolate syrup on it. He loves ice cream. So to get him back to the text, so he responds to my text and he says, Jack, I want to let you know, you're the last on the program. And if you go more than 20 minutes, everybody in the audience is going to be turning their backs and looking at the buffet table. And if you go more than 40 minutes, the ice cream is going to melt, and all hell is you're going to have to pay all hell. So thank you, Mike. But thank you, Bruce, for your kind introduction. And thank you, Lisa Fern-Burrows, chairperson, and other members of the Hall of Fame committee. I'm truly honored and humbled to be here tonight, joining such a distinguished group of individuals who have given so much to the game we all love. To be inducted into the Connecticut State Golf Hall of Fame is an honor I deeply cherish. I would like to take just a minute to recognize against the other inductees. Del has been a friend and role model for many years, and he is one of the finest gentlemen of golf that there exists. Jonah's been in my admiration since I was a little baseball player way back when, and I continued to follow her outstanding athletic career as she transitioned to golf. It is a joy to be part of the Connecticut golf community, filled with remarkable players and devoted volunteers like Walter, who are being celebrated tonight. Congratulations to all of you. Bruce, you started it, so I'll go a little bit further. Most of you didn't know my father. He was an imposing, no-nonsense judge. As a young litigator, I used to try my cases before him at the dinner table. He was also a diehard Red Sox fan who would jump up and shout at the TV as though he were in Fenway Park. His first exposure to golf came when he watched me play in my first club championship at Wampanoag. In front of 100 spectators, I missed a crucial 3-foot putt. I walked off the green, embarrassed and disappointed. Dad caught up to me and said, Jackie, don't be upset. It's not like you lost a case. And he didn't understand about competitive golf or why it meant so much to me. But over time, he became a fan of the game and one of my greatest supporters. I knew that making a putt in a critical situation would thrill him as much as Ted Williams hitting a home run against the Yankees. Sorry, Mike. Just without the shouting. Golf has been more than a sport to me. It has been a community, a journey, a teacher, and a source of joy and purpose. From the time I picked up a club, I was smitten, and as the years passed, I saw the profound ways golf brings people together, teaching lessons in character, integrity, and resilience. I'd like to share a story about resilience. In 1992, I played in my first U.S. Amateur at Muirfield Village. I arrived a couple of hours early and wound up watching TV in the locker room with a 16-year-old competitor named Tiger Woods. He was excited to be there, just as I was. He told me about his recent growth spurt of 5 inches in the last 9 months and how his short game was getting better. After our first round of qualifying the next day, I noticed Tiger and his father, Earl, in the parking lot. Tiger looked dejected, nearly in tears. Earl told me that Tiger had been playing well until he got to the par 3 12th, where he made a 6 and finished with a 78. I encouraged Tiger not to worry, assuring him that he'd bounce back the next day and make match play. Tiger said to me, "Do you really think so, Jack?" I looked at Tiger right in the eye and said, "Absolutely." And sure enough, he shot a 66 and made it through the next day. So I believe, but for my encouragement that day, you probably never would have heard of him. I've been privileged to watch many young players discover the joy of the game and carry the lessons off the course and into their lives. Golf has been an incredible gift in my life, and when I was offered the chance by my friend, then CSGA President Peter Buckley, to work with the CSGA, I saw it as an opportunity to give back and help grow and strengthen our golfing community. Tonight's honor isn't just about my individual contributions. It's a tribute to everyone I've had the pleasure of working with. Past and present members of the CSGA Executive Board, executive directors and CSGA staff, the passionate volunteers and rules officials, and the clubs that so generously support the CSGA programs and tournaments. Their support and shared commitment to our sport are what make any achievement possible. I want to thank my family. I guess I'm like Cody with Anna, particularly my wife Sherry, for their unwavering support. I also want to thank my friends and colleagues. Many of them are here to share this great honor with me, who have stood by me, and everyone here who shares in the enduring mission of golf. Together we are making the game more welcoming, respected, and inspiring for future generations. One last thing. Tonight I've spoken about several qualities that embody the fabric of the game: character, integrity, and resilience. But there's one word I haven't mentioned yet: attitude. Just over 20 years ago, when Sherry and I had been married for only a short time, she came to the Hartford Golf Club to watch me play in the finals of the club championship. She had never hit a golf ball or played a single hole, but she followed me faithfully in the gallery. After making 2 careless bogeys, I was walking down the 10th fairway, visibly upset and frustrated. That's when Sherry stepped out from the gallery, walked up beside me, and put her arm around me. She whispered, "Are you going to keep feeling sorry for yourself and hang your head? Or are you going to change your attitude? Because win or lose, if you don't, you're going to have to call somebody else to give you a ride home." That night, I did ride home with her, and from that day forward, I worked hard on my attitude. I tried to carry myself in a way that would make her proud. Thank you all for this extraordinary honor. I'm more grateful than words can express, and remain as committed as ever to serving the game.